This is the Beechcraft Sundowner, the aircraft that served for years as the mainstay of the Beach Aero Club network. As such, the airplane has gained a reputation as a stepping stone to beach aircraft's dream machines, the Bonanza and Baron. This image is reinforced by an optional item that has long been included on the airplane's equipment list, a bogus gear selector that is intended to help pilots transition to complex aircraft. In the early 1960s, general aviation was experiencing tremendous growth, and Beechcraft wanted a bigger slice of the pie. The competition's ever-expanding product offerings were not going unnoticed, and Beechcraft decided to expand into new market segments. It developed a new, lower-cost training and touring airplane that provided stable comfort for long trips, the sturdiness necessary for a trainer, and even limited aerobatic capability. And thus, the Musketeer was born. Over the following 20 years, the Musketeer would evolve into a wide variety of subtypes. More than 4,000 examples would be built, including the more powerful Sundowner. But how does it compare to modern training planes? Stay with us till the end of the video because here is everything you need to know about the Beechcraft Sundowner. Stepping inside, the Sundowner is a big airplane. The wide fuselage takes its toll in airspeed, but provides a roomy cabin with ample elbow room and leg room for all aboard. Specifically, the cabin width stands at about 42 inches or approximately 1.07 meters, which is generous given the aircraft's overall size and class. This width allows for side-by-side seating, which is comfortably spaced, supporting both the pilot and co-pilot with adequate elbow room. The cabin height at around 49 inches or 1.24 meters ensures sufficient headroom. A second left side door was optional in the early years and eventually became standard, simplifying entry into the cabin. Once inside, Beechcraft's goal to provide Bonanza quality at a lower price point becomes evident because the yoke, pedals, and other touch points have a solid feel, devoid of any creaking or flex that can be found in some other types. Similar to a Cessna 172, the Sundowner has a total occupancy of 4, with the 2 front seats designated to dual flight controls, allowing for easy instruction. Because of the wide interior, it is known to be very comfortable while seating 4, while a C172 might start to feel a little cramped with all its seats occupied. All 4 seats have 3 position backs. The seats are typically upholstered in materials that withstand the wear and tear of frequent use, and the cushioning is adequate to ensure comfort even on longer flights. The ease of adjusting the seats also enhances the ergonomics of the cabin, allowing pilots of different heights to find an optimal seating position relative to the control panel and visibility out of the cockpit. The pilot sits slightly ahead of the leading edge of the wing, and the wraparound windshield and large side windows offer excellent visibility. Visibility from the cockpit is fantastic, with the wing positioned far enough aft to provide a nearly unobstructed view downward from the front seats. The cabin's ventilation and heating systems are robust, ensuring that the internal environment remains comfortable across a range of weather conditions. And finally, the aircraft includes sufficient storage space in the back for personal items and flight gear, which is accessible from both inside and outside the cabin. Now, let's step into the cockpit. The layout and equipment have been judiciously chosen to support both flight training and personal aviation with equal efficacy. The cockpit is designed with a focus on ergonomic ease and straightforward, practical operations. Typically, the aircraft features a classic 6-pack analog instrument layout, which includes an airspeed indicator, an attitude indicator, an altimeter, a turn coordinator, a heading indicator, and a vertical speed indicator. This arrangement is not only traditional, but also favored in training scenarios where tactile, manual interaction with instruments is deemed crucial for foundational piloting skills. Regarding the layout, the cockpit is spacious for its class, offering a width of around 42 inches or 1.07 meters, which affords ample shoulder room for both the pilot and co-pilot. The seating is comfortable, with adjustments that allow for a good range of movement. Visibility from the cockpit is commendable, with a large unobstructed windshield and side windows that provide excellent peripheral views. Turning to the avionics suite, while original factory models were outfitted with more rudimentary equipment, many Sundowners in circulation have been upgraded with modern avionics that significantly enhance their utility and compliance with current airspace requirements. A typical upgraded avionics suite in a Sundowner might include a Garmin GPS/com/nav such as the Garmin GNS 430 or 530, which offer GPS navigation coupled with VHF navigation and communication capabilities. Additionally, many Sundowners have been retrofitted with ADS-B systems. A popular choice is the Garmin GTX 345 or 335 transponder, which not only meets the ADS-B out requirements, but in the case of the GTX 345, provides ADS-B in capabilities, delivering real-time traffic and weather information directly to the cockpit. The audio panel often sees an upgrade to models like the Garmin GMA 340, which provides clear communication capabilities with features such as auto squelch, intercom functionalities, and easy integration with external audio sources. While the original Sundowner's avionics are robust enough for VFR flight training and casual flying, these upgrades significantly enhance the aircraft's IFR capabilities, making it a more versatile platform suitable for both novice pilots and experienced aviators looking for a reliable and uncomplicated aircraft. Now let's talk about the engine, performance specifications, and how it flies. Over the 20-year production run, entry-level models were equipped with the 165 HP Continental IO 346 and 150 HP Lycoming 0320, while the more upscale models sported the 180 HP Lycoming 0360 and 200 HP IO 360, some with constant speed props. It's rare for an engine manufacturer to design and build an engine for only one aircraft type, but that's precisely what occurred with Continental and the IO 346. Produced for only 5 years, the 165 HP engine has a 1,500-hour TBO and is essentially a 4-cylinder predecessor to the popular 6-cylinder IO 520. The engine has some significant strengths. Owners regard it as reliable and well-designed, and many feel it produces more power than the rated 165 HAP. But the availability of parts and maintenance is a concern. Gross weights range from 2,200 to 2,550 pounds, or 1,000 to 1,150 kilograms, depending on the specific model and whether the aircraft has been modified with a gross weight increase kit. Useful loads range from 800 to 1,050 pounds, or 360 to 480 kilograms, again depending on the model. Additionally, the entire Musketeer family is equipped with 60-gallon or 230-liter fuel tanks. Compared with the 40 to 50-gallon tanks of comparable Cessnas and Pipers, this adds flexibility. Pilots can fill the tanks for long-range flights or leave some fuel behind for improved takeoff and climb performance. The aircraft requires 1,400 feet or 427 meters of runway to take off at sea level on a standard day, and has a ceiling of 13,000 feet or 4,000 meters. Owners have reported gross weight climbs in the 300 to 400 feet per minute range on hot days. Then again, this may vary by aircraft condition. One owner said climb rates of about 500 feet per minute through 9,500 FPM. Loaded to gross, Beech claimed only a 792 FPM climb for the Sundowner at sea level, so don't expect much. As comfortable as the aircraft is on cross-country flights, owners concede that they will never win any air races. Cruise speeds hover around 110 knots in 150 HP airplanes and 120 to 125 knots in 180 HPO examples, burning 8 to 12 gallons or 30 to 45 liters per hour. The modest cruise speed isn't far from the 95-knot limitation of the flaps, so a slight power reduction makes it easy to set up for an approach with 30 to 35 degrees of flaps available, depending on the model. Actuation varies as well, with some models sporting a manual floor-mounted lever, and on others, an electric 3-position switch adjacent to the power quadrant. The trailing link landing gear does a good job of absorbing firm landings, and the rubber discs minimize a tendency to bounce or rebound. Crosswind landings are made easier thanks to a main gear that is nearly 12 feet or 3.6 meters apart. However, Sundowners have earned a minor reputation of being tricky to land well, and a survey of National Transportation Safety Board reports does reveal an assortment of incidents stemming from porpoising and improper flaring. Owners report that this is at least partially related to a CG that trends toward the forward limit. With 2 larger occupants in the front seats and nothing in the rear seats and baggage area, it's easy to find oneself outside of the CG envelope, and with a forward CG, the elevator can run out of authority in the flare. This is further exacerbated during a flight because the CG moves forward as fuel is burned. To remedy this, many owners make a habit of keeping supplies and even bags of sand in the rear luggage compartment. Midway through production, Beechcraft offered an optional 10 or 22-pound tail weight to counter the forward CG, which owners report improves the landing characteristics immensely. The Beech Aero Club offers detailed plans and specifications to fabricate a tailweight for aircraft lacking one. And finally, the aircraft has a maximum range of 680 nautical miles, which is 780 miles or 1,260 kilometers, and a minimum landing distance of 1,500 feet or 460 meters. Now let's talk about the price and cost. The purchase price for a used Beechcraft Sundowner is $30,000 to $100,000. And while the annual fixed cost is estimated at $10,000 to $20,000, the average hourly operating cost is estimated at $150 to $250. Thank you for staying with us till the end. Here are 2 videos you can watch next. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.